Hey traders, Mike Katz with 7 Points Capital coming to you on Thursday. And wow, amazing action today. Lots going on. So I've been off the desk, not doing the recordings for a few days. We're moving into a new office space, and the last few days we got settled in. Nice space, much bigger, more spacious, more action, and glad that's out of the way. So now that the recording studio is back up, coming to you with today's recording. So, wow, right? Blockchain all over the place. And let's start with LTEA. Yes, LTEA. And if you looked at the name today, Long Island Iced Tea Corp. That's right, Long Island Iced Tea Corp. And I'm sitting at my desk early on. I'm like, wow, what's going on? I see this on the top gainers and it's moving. And I'm like, what the heck is this? So I look at the headline and they added blockchain to their name, right? And that's been working for a lot of symbols and a lot of names. And this thing ran from 2 to 11 and it pulled back nicely. And I was thinking, all right, maybe I'll get involved. VWAP, I missed it. All right, let's scroll over. I missed it. This thing ran up, and I'm like, okay, I'll get involved on a pullback to support. And obviously now in hindsight, I'm thinking to myself, Cats, what were you thinking? Buying an iced tea company, right? Just because they said blockchain, but that's just the crazy action we've been having. Everything's been going nuts, and I was just in that mode this morning, coming in, looking for that next LFIN, looking for that next NETE, and LTEA this morning had that crazy move. It had that feel where it went from 2 to 15, and I'm thinking, all right, this is just another stop over here at 12, before it goes to 50, right? So I got my butt kicked this morning in this one. I didn't do too well, and I wasn't feeling too good about myself for buying an iced tea company and puking it out here, right? So decent sized loss, but took a few minutes, walked away, came back and regrouped, and then things started presenting themselves. So NXTD, NXTD, this one was given a nice setup, and let's just pause this guy for a second. All right, so NXTD was given all kinds of rips and rallies and nice halts and washouts. Some decent action there. Good action on the pullback. Both this one got out too early over here. I remember saying, I'm going to regret selling this one. And yeah, I did regret it. But it was a good trade there. And then it started just wedging. And by this time, a lot of the blockchain plays were getting pretty toppy and selling off, like RIOT and blockchain futures. I mean, Bitcoin futures, they were all toppy. And when I saw this wedge, I tried to hammer into some serious size here because I was going to give it till 7-11 right here. And when it broke the wedge and came back to retest, I tried to get some really big size here, but we had no more borrow. We had very little borrow in the morning. Somebody used it up, and I didn't get any shares. And I watched this thing go all the way down, and obviously I wasn't happy. So couldn't capitalize on this one on the short side. But we had a few nice names working today. RIOT, RIOT was one that was selling off all day. Been shorting this for the last couple of days. That's been working, and I've been shorting this for a couple of days, and that's been working. And today was no exception. Just kept on trying to join trend on the pops, and got some shorts here and covered, here and covered. Here it was curling down, giving a nice descending triangle, curling back down. This is one of my better setups where I was able to put on more size because my stop was right here. So was able to get bigger, nice drop, kept going, kept the core the whole time, and I sized back in here, back to tier two. and didn't get a chance to really cover and just closed everything out here. So I'm done with this one. RIOT was one of my better stocks on the day, and it's nice to get borrows on these. And DPW, excuse me, was also another good one. Cracked $5. Did a little dance here on $5. Made it very difficult in the morning. So I got chewed up a little bit here, and then this thing set up with 490 and sized in here versus first it was verse 511 above VWAP, above this peak, and then above 5, and the dance, right? Cover some, reshort on the pop, cover again, reshort on the pop, kept the core, nice dip in near the close, and I'm taking this one home on the short side. And what else? I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible, but I want to mention LFIN. Wow, right? This one puts all the other ones to shame, puts dry ships to shame, puts AQXP to shame, K-Bio, you name it. I mean, this was just absolutely insane. Day 2 here when we went, I was just a great trading day, lots of action. But I started shorting here on this day 2 days ago. So if we look real quick here on this day, I thought right here this was just going to fall apart. So made it very difficult here. Was out of the money for a decent amount here, but stuck it out because it was a pretty high conviction trade, and then came back and just started trading it. And today it finally looked like it was going to curl up, and then it just did its thing where it dropped nicely, broke the 60 level, the 63 level, started giving me my setup, and boom, nice drop. Ended up being one of the bigger trades of recent times, and really glad about that. Not easy to hold on, not for any beginning trader, even for if you've been trading for a while. This was not easy, unless you just had some really good entries where you waited, but stuck it out, and it ended up paying off really nicely. So I'm glad about that. It was very close to puking it out and just giving up, but ended up working out. So a lot of times the scariest trades are the ones that really pay you off very well, and I'm glad that I was able to stick this one out. So a few names, LFIN, RIOT, DPW. They had that presentation last night, and it's dumping today. So now that that's behind us, hopefully we get some more follow through the downside. And LTEA, Ice T, gone blockchain, losing day in that one, but we'll take it. Overall, great day, and I'm glad to be back at making the videos. Thank you, Stan, for covering and doing a great job. I've been getting a lot of DMs and a lot of good responses with Stan and the other guys in the videos. Thank you for the feedback, and we appreciate you guys watching and staying in touch. So 7 Points Capital, Mike Katz, with today's trader takeaways.